Bills Mafia, brace yourselves because the countdown clock just hit 0. The preseason is about to slam shut, and what happens on Thursday night could shake up the entire Buffalo Bills roster before America even finishes its coffee on Sunday morning. We are talking roster bubbles ready to pop, a shocking decision about the biggest star on the team, and a left guard battle that just delivered its verdict. Buckle up, because this is the story of the Buffalo Bills preseason finale, and trust me, there is a lot more going on here than just another exhibition game. Let's start with the bombshell. Thursday night at 7 o'clock Eastern, the Bills host the Pittsburgh Steelers at Highmark Stadium for the final tune-up before the real season begins. Head coach Joe Brady has confirmed that some starters will see the field. But here's the twist that has everyone talking. Josh Allen will not be one of them. That's right, the reigning face of the franchise, the guy Buffalo Bills fans go to war for every single Sunday, is staying on the sideline in street clothes. For a franchise quarterback of Allen's caliber, sitting out the finale isn't shocking on its own, but the fact that other starters are reportedly getting run makes this decision stand out. It's a calculated risk, and it tells us Brady is threading a needle between staying healthy and staying sharp heading into Week 1. Now, before we get further into who might play and why, we need to talk about the walking wounded. This roster has an injury list a mile long, and it's affecting nearly every unit on the field. Offensive lineman Connor McGovern is nursing a hamstring injury, and running back Ty Johnson has one too, though word is he's recently started running again, which is a promising sign. Offensive tackle Jude Bowery has been spotted in a walking boot after leaving a preseason game with an undisclosed leg injury, and things are not looking great for him making it onto the active roster anytime soon. Star wide receiver Keon Coleman is dealing with a right foot and toe issue, but he was seen running at practice, suggesting he's ramping back up. Fellow receiver Khalil Shakir has a mysterious right leg injury, wrapped up in a sleeve covering his calf, thigh, and knee, notably not his ankle, which had been the recurring trouble spot in years past. That's actually good news, believe it or not. Then there's a cluster of players with almost no information available. Wide receiver McCole Hardman and defensive tackle Ed Oliver are both banged up, but details are scarce. Edge rusher Javon Solomon was seen doing pre-practice warm-ups before heading to the weight room with a trainer, hinting at a right leg issue. Linebacker Terrell Bernard has an undisclosed injury, but Joe Brady doesn't sound worried, saying he expects him to be good to go. Linebacker Joe Andreessen has been wearing a sleeve related to a quad strain from back in May, and safety C.J. Gardner-Johnson is dealing with a right leg problem, but Brady has publicly stated he expects him ready for the regular season opener. So yes, this locker room looks like a MASH unit right now, but for a team of this caliber, that's almost expected heading into cut weekend. So here's the real question everyone's asking. Does Thursday night's game even matter? And the answer might surprise you. According to insiders close to the team, this game is not going to be the deciding factor for who makes the 53-man roster. If some undrafted rookie goes off for 2 touchdowns, it's not going to override months of training camp evaluation dating back to April. This game is about something bigger than stat lines. It's about giving players who need snaps the chance to get game ready, and giving players on the roster bubble the opportunity to put good tape out into the football universe. Tape that could convince another team to sign them, even if Buffalo lets them go. For some of these guys, Thursday night might be the very last organized football game they ever play. That's the human side of roster cutdowns that often gets lost in the chaos, and it's worth remembering as the lights come on at Highmark Stadium. Now let's talk about who actually needs these reps, even if their roster spot is already safe. Rookie receiver Skylar Bell is the poster child here. He's a 4th-round pick who is already considered a lock for the roster, but he's barely played this preseason due to injury, and with Coleman and Shakir both banged up, Buffalo might actually need him ready to contribute in Week 1 against the Houston Texans. Offensive tackle Tyrell Dodson. the primary backup swing tackle. Missed the first preseason contest and needs more reps to get comfortable with new offensive line coach Pat Meyer's techniques before he potentially has to step in against elite pass rushers like Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter in Week 1. Linebacker Caleb Alay is fighting for a real role, possibly even a starting job opposite Dorian Williams, and every single snap matters in that battle. And then there's the redemption arc storyline of the preseason, outside linebacker Michael Hoyt. This man has been on a deliberate, patient recovery journey back from a torn Achilles tendon, and the fact that he never even landed on the physically unable to perform list is honestly remarkable. He's been full go since day 1 of training camp, but he hasn't taken a single live game rep yet. If the Bills want him truly ready for Week 1, Thursday night might be his moment. Rookie defensive back Jalen Kilgore, a 5th-round pick out of South Carolina, played a ton in the first preseason game, but then missed time due to injury. He desperately needs snaps to reestablish his footing. And finally, arguably the most important name on this list, cornerback Maxwell Hairston. This is a second-year player who missed significant time as a rookie A&D, has already missed time this preseason. He is the presumed starter opposite shutdown corner Christian Benford, but his extended absence has opened the door for Davis and Igbinosun to soak up first-team reps, and by most accounts, Igbinosun has looked sharp doing it. Is that competition truly closed, or is there a crack in the door? Either way, Hairston has not taken a single game snap in this new defensive scheme, and if he's expected to start Week 1, Thursday night needs to be his coming-out party. Now for the headline decision that's already been made. The battle for starting left guard is over, and the winner is Alec Anderson. This is a massive underdog story. Anderson is entering his 5th season with the Bills, and his journey included stops on the practice squad and multiple years as a backup. Now he's beaten out veteran Austin Corbett to lock down a starting job on the offensive line. While Corbett may have offered a safer floor, Anderson brings a significantly higher ceiling, and with 4 other well-paid, established starters around him plus Josh Allen at quarterback, the timing feels right to roll the dice on upside. It's honestly one of the best redemption stories of Buffalo's entire training camp. But here's where things get really juicy. Because Anderson won the job, the Bills now have a logjam of offensive line depth, and that logjam might trigger a trade before Sunday's cut-down deadline. With 8 players fighting for what's likely only 4 remaining offensive line roster spots, names like Jude Bowery, Austin Corbett, Lloyd Cushenberry, Armaje Reed-Adams, Tyrell Dodson, Cedric Van Pran Granger, Nick Broker, and Chase Luntz, someone is getting squeezed out. And general manager Brandon Beane has a history of trading away offensive line depth for draft compensation. He's done it before with players like Russell Bodine and Marshall Newhouse, and with other NFL teams like the New York Giants already making similar depth trades this week. The timing might be perfect for Buffalo to cash in on a surplus lineman for future draft capital. There are still plenty of unresolved battles across this roster heading into Thursday night. Will it be Mecole Hardman or Trent Sherfield claiming the 6th wide receiver spot? On the defensive interior, is the starting job truly Landon Jackson's, even though TJ Sanders sits atop the official depth chart as a high draft pick? At nose tackle, will it be veteran Greg Gaines or the improved, bulked-up Dwayne Carter? And even the punter position is up for grabs between rookie draft pick Tommy Doman and veteran Mitch Wishnowsky. Every single one of these decisions will start crystallizing on Thursday night and finalize by Sunday's roster cutdown at 6 p.m. Eastern. So here's what happens next. The Bills take the field Thursday night for their preseason finale against Pittsburgh. Final roster cuts are due Sunday evening. And when the dust settles, Buffalo will have their 53-man roster locked in for a serious playoff run. This is the calm before the storm Bills Mafia, and it is going to be a wild few days in Western New York. If you loved this breakdown, smash that like button right now, drop a comment telling us who you think makes the final roster cut, And make sure you hit subscribe so you never miss a single Buffalo Bills update this season. We'll see you right back here for the reaction to Thursday night's game. Go Bills!